Now, more on the latest building collapse in New York. You might have heard a few moments ago. We'll probably find out more now about that from our correspondent, Jane Standley. Jane, what more can you tell us?
Well, only really what you already know. Details are very, very sketchy. There's almost...
But Tower 7 hadn't collapsed.
Where did CNN and BBC get their information, especially considering the building was still standing directly behind their reporters?
Well, I think you have to put it in the context of what was an incredibly chaotic day. The investigations we've carried out suggest we were working on the basis of an incorrect news agency report. We had this statement from Reuters. What it says is, on September the 11th, 2001, Reuters incorrectly reported that one of the buildings at the New York World Trade Center, 7 WTC, had collapsed before it actually did.
Do you think that's suspicious?
Not really. I didn't even really, to be honest with you, I didn't even want to put that line in. But, you know, I'm not the only person on the team. I do think it's a little embarrassing on both the part of CNN and BBC.
Jane Standley.
What of the reporter herself? She's never talked about this before. Jane Standley was a world affairs specialist and had just arrived in New York. The BBC quickly found a place to interview her, but she had precious little information to go on.
I was thrown, not a question, but a statement of fact. I don't know where that came from.
Jane, what more can you tell us about this collapse?
Well, only really what you already know. Details are very, very sketchy. I mean, it's very, very difficult being in that position where you've got no communications, no access to information, and that just comes out of left field. Details are very, very sketchy. It was very upsetting about a year ago because of the level of persecution and the virulence in which I was spoken about. And it's just very unfortunate that this whole conspiracy, kind of, I think, rather ridiculous situation has grown out of what's really a very small and very honest mistake.